Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining me here today on the 6th of February of 2023. The messenger is here. Let's see what messages we have from Spirit. I hope you've all had a good weekend, and that full moon in Leo, I hope that was okay with you. Whatever you've seen, whatever has come to your understanding, whatever you needed to wrap up, as we know full moons are always about endings, culminations. And remember that full moon in Leo was all about the heart. Leo is generosity, it's clarity, it's courage, it's leadership. And happy birthday, dear Aquarius, if you are celebrating your birthday. Hello, Agape. What a surprise this is. What a beautiful surprise. Yeah, those of you that have got any planets or personal planets, right, in Leo, towards the end of the Leo area of the chart, and this full moon was very important for you. Okay, the moon can also speak to things connected to the home, to the emotions, to the subconscious. Right, something has been lit up. So let's see what the messenger is bringing today. Agape's being a little bit, how can I say it, very attached recently. She's like following me like my shadow, and she's giving me little kisses. What a way to start the week. Let's see what's going on. What is the message, please, Spirit? We know that Venus and Mars, oh, okay, you love me so much you want to bite me. All right, Agape. Venus and Mars, Venus transiting through Pisces, and Mars now direct in the sign of Gemini. They're at odds with each other, so the lovers, and how to move forward, where, finding our peace, anything to do with our securities is concerned. We're a little bit at odds right now. So I think that with that full moon in Leo, we really need to look into the heart and see where is our heart, what is it that we're hoping to create. And let's see what the cards show, see what the message is. I will be taking a message from the mythic oracle, the gods. What is the message today, dear Spirit? What are the energies as we're reading the energies, everyone? Remember, this is a general reading. We're reading the general energies. So we've got Temperance. Temperance, which is Archangel Michael, and saying that there's a time for healing. The sun is promising that it will rise after some sort of a sunset, obviously. Temperance is saying that all will be well. We will come into balance. There will be opportunities, and there's also help coming through from Spirit. There's some sort of an alchemy happening. Okay, so be patient. We've got the lovers, Gemini. Remember that Gemini is where Mars retrograded. He's now moving direct. So it's sort of like Mars is the warrior. We will have the courage to move forward, to make a decision if we're choosing between two different people, two different situations, or our head or our heart. Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is always using our logic, our mind. But that full moon in Leo, remember, a moon in Leo, which is the house of the heart, we've needed to dig deep, right? And we need to, because Leo is also, it is very romantic. It is about taking action. There's fire, there's desire, but there's also some ego where Leo is concerned. right? Leo is sort of taking on a position of leadership, the individual. So this full moon is about the collective, the group effort, or the individual, how to create, how to have the courage to create something that inner child is being looked at, I believe, here in with the astrology. As the sun is coming up to Saturn, we're going to have to be mature to see what is blocked, what is blocking our forward momentum, what is the work that we're needing to do. Right now, because the moon is in opposition to Saturn, which can speak to a little bit of depression or emotional blockages, or even emotionally needing to be more mature. And instead of being more playful and rigid, it's a time of emotional maturity. And I would say also keep building. Emotionally, we need to keep building, but we've received the information. Yeah, there is Mercury, there is Gemini, there is Virgo. Virgo, all about the, discerning the details, service. What is it that you've been working on? There are decisions here that are needing to be made, plus also we're looking at how to balance out any partnerships, relationships, all relationships. The Magician is the stars aligning and giving us the power to have the tools to make that magic and also speak our truth. Remember that the Magician, he can do whatever it is. He's got the power of the mind. He's got the power of also the aligning stars. So whatever is going on up there in the sky is a reflection of our life down here. This could be a messenger as well. We've got the Five of Pentacles, like feeling left out, a sense of lack, not finding our balance. There are imbalances or insecurities here. Maybe also we're dealing with people in our lives or situations where two individuals, let's say, hold different beliefs, or it's like we've lost the belief that we can come into balance, that there can be reciprocity. Also financial issues could be a factor in this card. Different societal relationships. So two people that come from different societal backgrounds, financial backgrounds, could be what is playing out in this card. But remember, fives always speak to conflict and change. Change is never easy. Queen of Swords, Libra, some sort of a decision, some sort of an announcement I'm getting here. And we know Queen of Swords is Libra. Libra speaks to relationships, partnerships. Has there been peace, equality, equal giving and receiving? Queen of Swords is someone who's looking at things from a detached point of view. Right, and sort of looking at the truth, looking at the details. Do things add up? Is it possible in real time or in real life, I'm going to say, because remember the Pentacles speak to our securities as well, but also our, not only financial but emotionally feeling secure. And maybe also there's a possibility of distrust here, I'm getting. But something needs to be talked about, communicated. Some sort of truth needs to be had here. Let's see, because the Queen of Swords I get is also a decision, one that comes from a place of truth and one that is for the good of the whole or the collective or the group or the partnership. I do see the Queen of Swords is very fair. Let's see what that is. And we've got the High Priestess. My goodness. A High Priestess. trusting in our intuition, whatever's been hidden. We've got an innate knowing, and we need to trust in that. We know that the Queen of Swords could be a divorcee. The High Priestess, yes, could speak to a spiritual connection, but also a third party here. We've got Pisces energies here, and Pisces, remember, is sacrificing its trusting, it's compassionate. Two very different energies here. Two opposing energies we've got. We'll see, we'll take more cards, and we've got the Knight of Swords, which is quick energy, quick action, lots of communication coming through, maybe not easy communication. It can be also connected to legalities, possibly. Ten of Pentacles is a family unit. It's possibly a marriage, a commitment, anything to do with abundance, but also some sort of a cycle that is coming to an end. It can be connected to financial support, family, even emotional support, marriage, business, I suppose. Yes. What's beneath that Ten of Pentacles? We've got Justice here. Again, Libra. So some sort of karma, dharma, something pertaining to legalities. We know that the Queen of Swords is very detached. She could be a divorcee or a widow. I don't know if there's some sort of a decision, some sort of a judgment call here. We know that the High Priestess is a number 2. She sits between two pillars. It's like a possible portal opening up here, and someone needing to trust their intuition. What is the High Priestess about, dear Spirit? What is the High Priestess about? So we've got a 1 and a 2 in the Major Arcana cards. So there's progression. And we know that the High Priestess is also someone that is very wise. This could also be someone seeking the wisdom from someone that's into mysticism, astrology, tarot reading. This could speak to some information that's coming in or being sent out. The lettera can speak to a news, could be anything to do with contracts, information. We've got the Mene, or the Ace of Wands. It is connected to a contract or to a relationship here. I mean, this is my spiritual connection here. There's some sort of an offer on the table here, or someone is trying to understand, or they're feeling split on whether this can happen, this offer will come through, or can they offer this themselves. We do have the delirante, which is like, it's like something connected to silly actions, having done something silly in the past, or doing something. It's the Nine of Pentacles. Someone not needing the support and feeling as they're the ones in charge. Okay, it also speaks to singlehood, possible abundance. But it speaks to the individual again, someone that knows their worth. What I get here is that someone is very rigid here. Someone is not wanting to make the changes. They're willing to stand firm in some sort of a decision that's been made here, and it is connected to a possible new beginning. There is a potential. We've got the Ace of Wands here. Someone is standing very firm in their decision, I get here. Let's see what the Lenormand holds. Someone could also be seeking here the advice of someone who can see things from the outside. So advice from a friend, a spiritual leader, a spiritual advisor. We know that the High Priestess, she is very spiritual, but also she's all about beliefs, right? She is the partner of the Hierophant. Let's see what's going on. We've got the tree, the bridges, and the lily. Again, the lily speaks to a spiritual connection, but also someone standing as very ethical. There's the choice here, the bridges, and this could be a something connected to the family, possibly also a seed that's been planted from the past, something that, these roots run very deep. And the tree, as I said, speaks to family, but also something that is very firm, something that's grown, something that's bloomed in the past. It can be connected to family or a marriage, I'm going to say, something. And I don't know if this is, it doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be a relationship which has grown deep roots. So it's deeply rooted in the past. So it could be a long term. It's like a contract without having signed on the dotted line. Maybe some sort of promise that's been made in the past. Someone's at a juncture here needing to make a choice, needing to cross over these bridges. But I get that someone is standing very firmly at doing the right thing. That's what I get with the lily here. What's at the bottom? There's the contract. There is the news. So there possibly will be communication. It's like things are up in the air pertaining to this news, this contract, this promise. And it's been, someone needs to hold on to the faith. We've got the cross here, which is very burdening. So the cross can be really heavy. It can be big challenges. Right? This is someone's duties, someone's convictions, someone's principles. I get that someone is being asked here to step over or to change their ways and, I don't know, do something that is unethical. But we've got someone that holds very strong where their morality is concerned. Okay, their moral ethics. And I just wanted to say also that the lily is very much connected with Mother Mary. There's pure energies here. So someone standing very strongly in their truth and not budging, not being able to be sold, bought, whatever this is. Someone is trusting their higher self. Even if there has been some regrets here, I don't know what the regrets are about. I want to take one more card on the Delirante. Remember what I said about this card. They know their worth and they're standing firmly. And we've got Fortuna, Fortuna is like the Wheel of Fortune, but it's fated changes nevertheless. It does speak to success, possible success, but there's still conflict here. And because it's like the Wheel of Fortune, it does speak to truth and a justice, some sort of justice or injustices. Now, Fortuna was the sister. She's the sister of Jupiter. We do see a feminine. She looks very much like Venus, right? So I don't know if this speaks to someone's values, their prosperity, their money. There is a fated change that's coming in. Nine of Pentacles. Remember that we've got the 10 here as well. This could possibly also be someone that's coming out of some sort of a partnership or a relationship, some sort of contract, and needing to stand firm and waiting for fated changes here. There is great promise here, but there's also things are still up in the air, possibly a decision connected to this mail, this contract, this news. Let's take one more. And we've got Sospiri. There's great torment pertaining to this energy here. It's like needing to leave some sort of, maybe also internal conflict, fights, arguments, legalities, stiff competition, third parties. But with the Sospiri, she's like sighing and waiting for her ships to come in. It's the Six of Swords. So possibly there's a physical distance here, possibly also an emotional distance. But we know that she's hoping still, even though she's going through a lot of torment, she's hoping that she can transition from the trouble, from the conflict, from even self-sabotage and difficulties in making a decision. She's waiting on the news connected to this contract and needing to believe. Remember, the Ace of Wands is like the desire. There's desire and there's also information coming in that will sort of light up a situation. And the delirante could also be, there's deliriousness connected to a chance and fated events. More than likely positive for most of you. But because it's the Five of Wands, it can also be connected to conflict amongst a group of people, even a family, but also with the Five of Wands, many times there's an inability to be able to understand where others are coming from, or the conflict could also be on whether the other person or the people that you're dealing with are going to put in the effort, are going to be, I don't know. I get that there's either going to be a group effort here, or someone is going to take charge, be confident, and do things on their own. So this is sort of a split here. So this will be different for each of you. Let's see what the gods want to tell us. What is the advice pertaining to the gods? We have Iris and Harmony. We have Rhea and Protection. We know that Rhea in mythology, she was a wife and a protector. So I don't know if this has got to do with issues connected to motherhood, a possible divorcee, protecting her cubs, her children. Maybe this is the head over heart decision And we've got Pandora, hope. My God, Pandora. And we know that hope was the last thing in Pandora's box. That is the last thing. Whatever is going on, my dear friends, hope is the last thing that will die. Hope will always be there. And Pandora means that, there's been a lot of challenges here, but there is protection, and someone is trying to find their harmony and their justice here. And we've got Dimitra and harvest. And this is like Sarah's, this is like Mother Gaia. Again, the mother. Remember that Dimitra speaks to the harvest, the abundance. So money issues could be in the mix here. But also remember that when something is not flourishing, something is not growing, it's a stage. Changes will happen, obviously, as the seasons change. Remember the harvest and what the earth provides us is cycles. So our lives are all about cycles. So whatever's gone on and whatever's been going on for you personally here, we've got hope, and hope is what we need to hold on to. Right now, Dimitra and Sarah's, remember the mythology of Pluto abducting Persephone, her daughter. So this speaks to mother-daughter relationships as well. And of course, when Persephone was in the underworld, there was no growth. So there was, the mother was in mourning. So therefore there was no blooming, no happiness. But as I said, as the seasons change, there is promise here. We know that Fortuna is all about change. The wheel keeps turning, the wheel of fate keeps turning. So we've got beautiful messages here from the gods: harmony, protection, hope, and harvest. All right, so all these words will be quite particular for your own personal journey. The general energy, I would say, and I do see Dimitra as the Empress. Maybe this is talking about patience, waiting on that wheel to turn. Don't lose the faith. Remember the High Priestess, she trusts her intuition. This could be talking about the Pisces season as well. We are going to have, we're having a new moon in Pisces on the 20th of February. So maybe this is talking about then. Do not lose the hope. There is protection here. There's protection also from the motherly energies, which I spoke about here with the lilies. Mother Mary is protecting us. We will come into balance and harmony. There will be fairness and justice. Do not lose hope, everyone. So, yes, what's beneath the cross? We've got some sort of an ending with the coffin here. Beneath that is the bear. Again, very much about protection. Protecting one's cubs, one's interest, one's position. But needing also to have the courage. This is Mars in Aries. And Mars is the fighter. Remember now that Mars and Venus, they're at odds with each other in the sky, right? The stars. Something needs change. Something needs to be worked upon, dear friends. And remember, this doesn't only speak to relationships. It also speaks to where we put the action, where we work, how we work towards bringing in the harvest. Remember, Venus does speak to the harvest. And Venus also speaks to peace and protection and the divine energy, the divine feminine, right? All right. I think that I will leave it there. Thank you so much, everyone, for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I'm wishing you well. The last 6 signs for February will be up tomorrow. Thank you for your patience, my darlings. I think I have completed today's message, and we've got Valentine's Day coming up around the corner. So tomorrow we'll be doing a twin flame soulmate reading. Do join me. Make sure you're subscribed. I will talk to you soon. Namaste.